Survival and escape on a mysterious island. The waves lashed furiously against the small fishing boat. Rajan gripped the tiller, his knuckles white with strain. Suddenly, a monstrous wave lifted the boat and shattered it into splinters. "Help!" he shouted into the raging storm, but there was no one to hear. Clinging to a wooden plank, he drifted for hours until exhaustion claimed him. When he opened his eyes, the sun was high, and he found himself on the shore of an unfamiliar island. Rajan staggered to his feet, only to freeze as he heard voices. A group of tribal men with painted faces and spears surrounded him. "Outsider!" one of them barked. "He's a threat to the gods!" Before Rajan could explain, they bound his hands and dragged him to their camp. The village was a mix of wooden huts and blazing fires. The men threw him into a cage, ignoring his pleas. "Please, I mean no harm," Rajan begged. "Silence!" a fierce-looking man growled. "You will face judgment tomorrow." "Why are you here?" she whispered. "A storm wrecked my boat," he said. "I have no intention of hurting anyone." As night fell, a young tribal woman approached the cage. Her eyes, kind yet wary, met Rajan's. She frowned, glancing over her shoulder. "They think you're cursed. If you stay, they'll kill you." "Then help me escape," Rajan pleaded. She hesitated, then nodded. "I'll try. My name is Neera. Be ready." Hours later, under the cover of darkness, Neera returned with a knife. She cut the ropes binding the cage door and motioned for him to follow. They crept through the village, avoiding guards. "Where are we going?" Rajan whispered. "There's a small canoe on the other side of the island," Neera replied. "It's your only chance." As they reached the edge of the jungle, a shout rang out. The villagers had discovered his escape. "Run!" Neera urged. They sprinted to the shore, arrows whizzing past them. Rajan scrambled into the canoe as Neera shoved it into the water. "Come with me," he shouted. Neera shook her head. "I belong here. Go before it's too late." "Thank you, Neera. I won't forget this," Rajan said, his voice choked with gratitude. The canoe drifted into the open sea as the villagers reached the shore, their angry cries fading into the night. Neera watched until the boat vanished over the horizon, a bittersweet smile on her face. Rajan paddled toward freedom, carrying with him the memory of the woman who risked everything to save his life. Rajan paddled toward freedom, carrying with him the memory of the woman who risked everything to save his life. Rajan paddled toward freedom, carrying with him the memory of the woman who risked everything to save his life.